Hi, my name is Jesper Lohse. I'm the chairman of the Danish Father Association, founded in 1977. We have more than 40 years of experience on all types of different parental issues, but parental alienation and false accusation is of course, one of the most important and critical aspects, both for the parents, but mainly for the children. We have in Denmark made recently a study where we asked 330 parents of both gender about parental alienation and false accusation. The survey was concerning children, both boys and girls, at all ages. One of the main issues that we experience in Denmark is on the issue of parental alienation and false accusation is that there is a need for information and awareness, but also a need for family law reforms, modernization, and in the social welfare system, we have to be very careful about how many change of hands does a children case has, parental family case has. There's a lot of persons involved, there's a lot of different types of organizations involved, and we know that from process analysis of these cases that also means that lack of knowledge, that the children are not being handled the way they should be. From the survey in Denmark of 330 parents stating they have been experienced parental alienation, we have a number of different results that also is the same result we see in our 18 counseling centers in Denmark. We have more than 100,000 visitors using our counseling and our guidance every year in Denmark. We have currently about 1.2 million children. What the parents in the parental alienation survey stated was that they often hear the other parent, of course, talk badly about the parent in front of the child. They also experience, of course, that the other parent involved the child in adult decision. 59% of the parents experienced that the parent tried to involve the public authorities, mainly the social welfare system. A large number of the parents experienced that they have been falsely accused of violence towards the child or towards the other parent. That is mainly psychological violence or physical violence. About 70% of the parents state that family, friends and relatives are also involved in the parental alienation and false accusation. 60% of the parents state that a lawyer has been directly or indirectly involved. 48% of the parents state that they have experienced false police reports by the other parents. 55% of the parents at the same time state that the police report immediately stopped and there's no question about that there's no proof of these things. What is maybe of most concern is that almost all the parents state that there's no consequences on parental alienation and false accusation, which is very, very critical. On the issue of the personal consequences for the parent that has experienced these things, we also asked about this in the survey. We did, should I say, the survey together with our parent organization in Australia. It is opened and freely to use as all of our data in the Danish Father Association. But from the personal experience by the parents state that the personal parental alienation and the false accusations has mainly major affected or catastrophically affected the trust they have for authorities. It has majorly affected or catastrophically affected the relationship with their children and their social life. Also, the children's well-being, the children's health, family relations, Psychological health and financial situations is some of the things that the parents mention as has been affected majorly or catastrophically due to parental alienation or false accusations. 68% of the parents state that the parenting time of their children has been decreased due to parental alienation. 27% of the parents state that the false accusation and parental alienation has also caused suicidal thoughts for the parent. 7% of the parents state that the parental alienation has caused suicidal thoughts for the child. The parents state that the main effect has been time used by social welfare and days off work. The parental alienation unquestionably has a large and critical impact of these parents' life. 42% state that the cost of the parent has been up to $40,000. 18% state that the cost has been between $40,000 up to $160,000, which is a large amount in the Nordic countries. 5% state that the cost for the parent that has been accused of these things or experienced these things, parental alienation, has been more than $160,000. And the parents state that there has been major cost mainly for welfare benefits, welfare system involved, but schools, lawyers, courts, a lot of different institutions in the public sector has been involved, and in some cases are using more than 50 days on a case. So the cost for society is very large. The cost for the parents experiencing parental alienation is very large. The main concern, as stated initially, for the parents that experience parental alienation and false accusation is without any doubt that there is no consequences of parental alienation and false accusation. This is a very clear statement by all of the parents. More than 90%, almost 99%, are stating there is no consequences, not verbal consequences, not fines, not court decisions towards these parents that are using these methods. The family situation in general in Denmark currently is that we have 50% divorce rates. We have 1/3 of the children that are not living together on a daily basis with the mother and father. About 60% of the Danish children are today living with shared parenting time arrangements, which is the norm in Denmark, together with shared custody. The Nordic studies and research currently shows that the shared parenting time is best for the child, and it is better for the psychological health of the children during the lifetime. So the shared parenting time arrangement is mostly used by parent freely, but it's also beginning to be a norm in society, both in the welfare and the court system. Parental alienation unquestionably is one of the most critical and important issues for parents and for the children today. We do see that the court decisions are made so that the children are staying together with the parent who is actually using parental alienation. We know that this is critical not only for the fathers, but that it is mainly for the fathers, the situation towards the children and fathers' relationships. And it is very dramatic situations that we do see on this issue. We can see from Danish statistics that today children and fathers living together is on the same level. The number of fathers that has the registered living address for together is at the same level as in 1980. We also can see that almost all fathers in Denmark experience that they do not all the time get public information that is today digitalized about their children. The public information is sent to only one of the parents and sometimes manually to both parents, but not always. And we do see that there's a lot of different issues that is critical by law and by practice in society that we can definitely do something about towards parental alienation. What our experience is that we today in the Nordic countries are living in a society with gender equality. We have gender equality in education and in work, but in family life, the parents are living with gender equality and shared parenting as a norm today. However, still, in Denmark and the Nordics countries and in most parts of the world, the family law is still historically based on one parent. And that is critical because that means that one parent can use the law and get away, are being awarded by using parental alienation and also false accusation. This is something that we have to address on a global international level, not only in Denmark. But thank you very much for your time. Our study and our survey of the 330 parents, 60% men, 40% women, is open and freely to use. Thank you very much for your time.